Hey, Shalom. First, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rakwakadash, Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, Yahweh Shah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. I want to give it up honor to the apostles of Great Millstone, who has taught me this truth. I want to give it peace and blessings to the I came across the four corners of the earth who teach this truth and mercy like to do so. It's going to be a quick video. Lord, the video is edifying. Lord, I can get something from this video. Quick video through the Spirit. I'm going to grab a couple of precepts here in Sirach, the 4th chapter. And then whatever precepts come to mind, and I close the video out. I always talk about Sirach, and I always mention the scripture I'm about to get, but it's beautiful because it's not given unto everybody clearly, right? Scriptures say gross darkness to people when we talking about wisdom, right? If wisdom was given to everybody would be. If wisdom was given to all Israel would be serving the Lord, but that's not the case. You got Israelites serving themselves. You got Israelites serving the gods of this world. You got Israelites serving the so-called white man. You got Israelites serving the powers that be in this world that they can see, right? And they would fight you tooth and nail if you go against them, okay? Well, I'm here to tell you, like, listen, man, you don't have a God. If it ain't Yahweh or Yahweh Shah, you don't have a God. Right? So Jesus Christ is not your God. You know what I'm saying? The ways of this world and the other things the other ideologies that is, pushed in front of you and all that, that's all bullshit. All the idols and all this, that's all bullshit, man. Okay? And you're going to come to find out real soon that it's all bullshit and that you have no business even tampering with that. That's one of the reasons we got fucked up in the first place. Niggas always did some outlandish shit, like when Moses, in the wilderness, when Moses went for 40 days and 40 nights, and he came back to when he, because he wanted to go, with the Lord. He received the law, and then he came back to Jake worshiping a golden calf. You know what I'm saying? Came back to niggas talking about, let's go back to Egypt. Let's make us our own captain and go back to Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Did the Lord bring us to the wilderness to make our, basically to destroy us, to this, to that, to do this. We had melons, we had this, we had that. You always had backbiting niggas running their fucking mouth, man. And you have it even now today. You know what I'm saying? I was watching an older clip earlier with the Apostles of Great Millstone, going back and forth with No Light, you know what I'm saying? And he was talking about the Egyptians and this and that. At the end of the day, scripture say that the Egyptians are going to be in chains. When you go to, what is Isaiah 45? You know what I'm saying? They are, all these Africans, man, are going to be in subjection underneath the Israelites. All these other nations will be in subjection underneath the Israelites. Point blank, period. Point blank, period, man. Okay, this is Sirach 4:15. It says, whoso giveth ear unto her shall judge the nations, right? And he that attendeth unto her shall dwell securely. If a man commit himself unto her, he shall inherit her, and his generation shall hold her in possession. Okay, and I heard talking about wisdom, knowledge, understanding. 17, it says, for at the first she will walk with him by crooked ways, right? And this is what happens. This is the process when you come into this truth, right? Wisdom will walk with you by crooked ways. We all got crooked ways when you first coming into this truth. You know what I'm saying? That's why when you go to Colossians, the 3rd chapter, it mentions that the old man, put off the old man with his deeds, right? It says, and bring fear and dread upon him. The first thing to come to the Lord is fearing him, okay? And torment him with her discipline. And that's one thing you learn in this truth. One of the first things you learn is discipline, right? Because you have to learn discipline in order to add to the new man, add righteousness to the new man, to the new person you're becoming. It takes discipline, okay? That's what it do. And that's not something niggas is used to in the world. It's discipline, right? It says, until she may trust his soul and try him by her laws. Okay, it says, then will she return the straight way unto him and comfort him and show him her secrets. So this is the process that happens, right? You start you start understanding the scriptures, you start breaking down things, you start, you know what I'm saying, looking at things spiritual, you start operating in the spirit, you learn how to operate in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Which in the world you don't really know how to do. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how to do. You never been taught that. Your pastor ain't taught you how to operate in the spirit. That nigga, he don't even know what the spirit is. Okay? It says, until she may trust his soul and try him by her laws, then she will return. Then will she return the straight way unto him and comfort him and show him her secrets. But if he go wrong, she will forsake him and give him over to his ruin. So if you go off, so like I'm back. But this is Sirach 4, and I'll run 18 back. It says, then will she return the straight way unto him and comfort him and show him her secrets. But if he go wrong, she will forsake him and give him over to his own ruin. Right? Because it's like scripture say, it is better to have not known the way of righteousness than to know and then not do it. Okay? Because now you know better. So now you're beaten with more stripes. That's why it's every day, right? The things we fight, you know what I mean, the things that we fight against the old man with, keep fighting. Keep fighting. Put it off to the best of your ability. And then sometimes certain things are not overnight, right? Certain things are, but some things are though. You know what I'm saying? And you know what it is. Okay? It says, but if you go wrong, she will forsake him and give him over to his own ruin. Observe the opportunity, right? Because indeed it's an opportunity, and the opportunity is not given to everybody. Okay? It says, and beware of evil, and be not ashamed when it concerneth thy soul. So let me grab this, right? How long until cities? Yep, right here. This is Isaiah 6 and 10. It says, make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert and be healed. Right? So again, opportunity is not for everybody. Right? It says, then said I, Lord, how long? Because the Lord chooses who he wants. You don't choose the Lord. I always say this. People that try to choose the Lord end up in church. Right? You can't choose whether you get the truth or not. The Lord decides whether he can give it to you. Okay? He says, it's like it says, then said I, Lord, how long? And he answered, until the cities be wasted without inhabitant, and the houses without man, and the land be utterly desolate. Right? And what land is that talking about? It's talking about America, the modern Sodom and Egypt, which is going to be destroyed. Okay? By way of fire, thermonuclear missiles, 200 million nuclear, 200 million missiles. It's going to be shot on this place, man. And none should break their rank, which means none are going to miss. They all going to hit perfectly. Why? Because the city or the country and the rulership is wicked. Wicked. When you go to Psalms 58:3, it talks about the poison. Where do you think that poison is coming from, man? It's coming from America, the most wicked country on the face of the earth. And you think this place ain't got a judgment set for it, and the Lord hates wickedness? He's tripping. You tripping. See, that alone right there, that should make you think like, well, the Lord did say he's going to destroy things, the wicked, and the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, and the earth is wicked, the rulers are wicked. So it's probably not the wisest thing to be wicked. All right. It says, then, I'm going to run that back 11. It says, then said I, Lord, how long? And he answered, until the cities be wasted without inhabitant, and the houses without man, and the land be utterly desolate, and the Lord Yahweh have removed men far away, and there be great forsaken in the midst of the land. That's pretty much the point in 11. Okay? So it's not given unto everyone. Okay? The Lord chooses who he wants. Okay? You don't choose the Lord. Okay? Even the scriptures say what? Many are called, but few are chosen. So you got men that are called. You know what I'm saying? You got, many men that are called, but a few out of those men are going to be chosen. The Lord willing, I'm one of those men, that's going to be chosen. The Lord is going to have mercy, on me and my household, Lord willing. And same thing with you, Akim, Lord willing, man. Because we need it. We need it. We're going to need it. Okay? We're going to need it. And that's why it's important to show your faith by your works. Okay? Let me get that in the video. Right here. This is I get into James 2:18. Start at 17. It says, even so faith, if it hath no works, is dead, being alone. So faith without works is dead, being alone. Okay? Faith without works is dead, man. Okay? Yeah, a man may say, thou hast faith and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works. Okay? So you listen. Can't say, oh, I believe in this, I believe in that, I do. But then you peel an onion back, you know what I'm saying, and you look at you and there's layers of bullshit. There's layers of, you don't have videos, you're not on the highways and byways, you're not teaching and preaching, you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Like, you don't fit none of the, but you say, oh, I believe, but how? How? The proof not in the pudding, so how? Okay? It says, but wilt thou know, O vain man, that faith without works is dead. Okay? That's what it is. You got to have works, man. And that's why it's important that we do these videos. That's why it's important, that we push this truth. That's why it's important to teach and preach this truth in truth and sincerity. Okay? They go together. Faith and works go together. Okay? Hey, so with that, man, Lord, videos edifying, Lonely Akim. Got something from this video. And I want to say this too. When you have wisdom and you learn it, right, you have a duty to teach it. Okay? Yeah. Like the saying, each one teach one. Like, you have you can't just sit on your talent. With the Lord is the Lord call that unfaithful and slothful servant. Okay? So whatever the Lord gave you, He's going to expect something in return. Period. Okay? So you got to have works. So with that, man, Lord, on the videos edifying, Lonely Akim, got something from this video. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakadash. I want to tell you, brothers, keep pushing on to